Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Summer Newman will sneak in some time with Kyle Abbott to confess that Victor Newman wants them back together, according to the Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, March 18th. Let's talk about all the drama that occurred in Tuesday's episode of YNR. Summer will thank Kyle for his support and provide him with updates on the kidnapping ordeal of Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman at Crimson Lights. Just as Claire Newman enters the room, Summer will put her hand on Kyle's arm. Claire will play it cool and kiss Kyle as if she's claiming her territory, even though she will appear surprised. Claire will be relieved that Phyllis and Sharon are doing well after learning the most recent information on them. Summer will make a jab at Claire's background by implying that a new psychopath always appears to emerge out of nowhere to harm her family. In the end, Claire will include the fact that she was able to redirect her lovely evening with Kyle following Summer's previous interruption. Obviously, that won't make Summer pleased. Claire will have to return to work, even though Kyle will invite her to lunch. Summer will persuade Kyle to join her for lunch after Claire leaves. When Kyle and Summer visit Victor's table at the GCAC, he will ask Kyle how his relationship with Jack Abbott at Jabot is progressing. Victor will say he's happy to hear that things are going well once Kyle verifies it. Kyle will not accept that Victor is happy and will assume that he is merely seeking information to demonstrate that the Abbotts are about to collapse. Kyle will sit at a table with Summer and whine about Victor after Victor dismisses him. Summer will discuss Victor's attempt to drive Kyle back toward her and rip him away from Claire. Summer would suggest that Victor would like to see them reconnect for Harrison Abbott's sake, even though she will pretend that she disagrees with Victor's viewpoint. He will meet with Lily and Devin Winters for a business meeting at Nate Hastings' flat. Damian Kane will interrupt to voice his concerns after finding out that Amy Lewis was admitted to a Chicago hospital. Nate will contact Amy's doctor to confirm that her new therapy began immediately after realizing he missed some calls during his meeting. The speed at which all of this is occurring may worry Damian, but Nate will reassure him. Nate offers to accompany Damian when he believes he might want to go to Chicago to help Amy. Nate will appear optimistic about developing a brotherly closeness with Damian throughout their journey. Holden Novak will join Audra Charles at the bar at Society, where he will confront her about her recent conflicting messages. Audra will acknowledge that the text confirming their potential friendship was sent by Nate, but she will remain receptive to the concept as long as Holden respects her boundaries. Holden will offer himself to attend Nate and Audra's next meal together since he wants to start establishing his worth with a harmless lunch. Holden and Audra will eat dinner alone after Nate cancels because he is going to Chicago. Holden will remember how Audra used to be much more careless and drink more alcohol. Holden will make Audra laugh as soon as he shares some amusing memories, just as Lily and Devin enter the room and discover them enjoying themselves. Holden will discover that Audra hasn't won over Nate's family as much as she has won over Nate's after Devin and Lily have a fairly cold encounter with Holden and Audra. Devin will believe it's preferable to keep quiet while they're at a table. Lily, though, will be concerned that Holden and Damian have not given them the whole picture. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Lily will keep looking into it, therefore it's certain that she will make more disturbing predictions. Teasers and spoilers for The Young and the Restless: when Claire Newman takes command of the situation, she may use these 5 icy remarks towards Summer Newman. Summer has been straying into combative language, which Claire interprets as a sign of war and believes she should keep to herself. Kyle is worried about Summer's crossing boundaries, but he's been patient. As YNR fans are well aware, Summer has been pushing boundaries recently with her attempts to renew her relationship with Kyle Abbott and her snarky remarks directed at Claire. Even if Kyle has recently showed empathy for Summer and her family problems, this does not justify her treatment of Claire as though she were unimportant. Though he is taking into account her mother's disappearances, Kyle would prefer to be more firm in setting limits and dealing with Summer's behavior when necessary. Given the hardship Summer has been going through, especially in light of Phyllis Summers' unexplained disappearance, it becomes sense that Kyle is exercising caution. After all, they were just dealing with Phyllis pretending to be dead under duress not too long ago, and she almost lost her life in the automobile accident that Jordan instigated. Claire might become quite irritated with Summer now that Phyllis is secure. However, now that Phyllis has been saved, Claire is probably going to become more and more irritated with Summer. Summer might keep taking advantage of Kyle's sympathy by constantly griping about the threat posed by Phyllis's kidnapper. Summer may continue to hold Kyle tightly, which will inevitably annoy Claire, even though Claire likely expected that discovering Phyllis would cause her to relax her hold on him. Claire will see Summer becoming close to Kyle over the week of March 17th to 21st, which will lead to some heated arguments between the three of them. Claire might reach her breaking point and be forced to take drastic measures if this scenario continues. 5 brutal reality checks with cold words. This brings us to the terrifying statement Claire may say to Summer, "Kyle no longer wants you." When pushed to the edge, Claire was able to tell Summer rather plainly that Kyle had gone on. In a moment of annoyance, Claire might push Summer to accept that Kyle is really done with her instead. Even though Claire is usually a kind person, there may be a little bit of her inner Jordan hiding beneath the surface. As Claire seeks to firmly end Summer's hopes, her darker tendencies may surface. Even though Summer expects Claire and Kyle to have a disastrous relationship, Claire is likely to contest that assumption and work to prove that they are meant to be together. Alan Laurent, also known as Martin Laurent, is anticipated to show up on security camera footage next to a hardware store, according to spoilers and updates for The Young and the Restless. In an attempt to save Tracy Abbott's life, Chance Chancellor rushes to stop him from traveling to Paris with her. Chance's startling finding. Chance's inquiry will take an interesting turn during the week of March 17th to 21st when he discovers a remote-controlled gadget connected to the gas line at Havenhurst Psychiatric Clinic. He will find out through investigation that this equipment was bought from a local hardware store. Thankfully, surveillance tape that shows everyone entering and leaving the store is available. It will be carefully examined to see if there is anyone that Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman might identify. The video will eventually show Alan, which will give Chance a shocking discovery. There should be a paper trail unless Alan bought with cash for the equipment, and even then, there might be CCTV footage from the store. Chance will verify that Alan purchased the device. Eventually, Chance should discover that Alan is the one who obtained the device, which will help to clarify the scenario. Alan's past as a therapist would be clarified by the experiences that Sharon and Phyllis went through, which resembled a warped kind of therapy. Chance could guess that Alan has lost his sense of reality, even though he might not understand the Martin twins switch right away. As the plot develops, Chance will try to put everything together, per YNR spoilers. With little thought, Chance might be able to make the connection between the actual Alan's death and that fall off the balcony in France. Probability suspects in some way Martin replaced Alan. Chance might discover that Martin and Alan exchanged clothes during or soon after the fall from the balcony, resuming Martin's double persona. Whatever the situation, Chance will soon discover that Alan is responsible for Phyllis and Sharon's suffering. Tracy's safety will undoubtedly be questioned in light of this discovery, especially if he finds out that she is traveling to Paris with Alan to look at potential wedding locations. Tracy would tell her family some news before leaving, and Martin might want to take Tracy out of Genoa City before things get out of hand because he could sense the catastrophe coming. Will Chance, making ominous forecasts about the future, dash to the airport in an attempt to stop Alan from departing the nation with Tracy? The Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, March 18th, dives deep into the intricate dynamics of Genoa City, where relationships, rivalries, and mysteries continue to unfold. The episode is packed with emotional confrontations, subtle power plays, and the ever-present tension that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. At the heart of the drama is Summer Newman, whose actions and intentions stir up trouble, particularly in her interactions with Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman. Meanwhile, the aftermath of Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman's kidnapping ordeal continues to ripple through the lives of those involved, with Chance Chancellor hot on the trail of the perpetrator. As alliances shift and secrets come to light, the characters find themselves navigating a complex web of emotions and motivations. At Crimson Lights, Summer takes a moment to update Kyle on the latest developments regarding Phyllis and Sharon's kidnapping. Her gratitude for his support is evident as she touches his arm, a gesture that doesn't go unnoticed when Claire walks in. Claire, though momentarily taken aback, quickly regains her composure and plants a kiss on Kyle, subtly asserting her place in his life. The tension between the two women is palpable as Claire expresses relief over Phyllis and Sharon's safety, while Summer makes a pointed remark about psychopaths targeting her family, a veiled dig at Claire's troubled past. Claire, however, deftly turns the conversation to her romantic evening with Kyle, emphasizing that their relationship is back on track despite Summer's recent interference. Summer's displeasure is evident, but she masks it with a smile, determined not to let Claire have the upper hand. Kyle, caught in the middle, tries to maintain a balance between the two women. When Claire declines his lunch invitation due to work commitments, Summer seizes the opportunity to suggest they have lunch together instead. The dynamic between the three is fraught with underlying tension, as Summer's lingering feelings for Kyle and her resentment toward Claire simmer beneath the surface. At the GCAC, Kyle and Summer stop by Victor Newman's table, where Victor probes Kyle about his work at Jabot. Kyle's guarded responses reveal his suspicion that Victor is more interested in gathering information to undermine the Abbotts than in genuinely supporting him. Victor's subtle manipulations and his apparent desire to see Kyle and Summer reunite for Harrison's sake add another layer of complexity to the situation. Summer, while outwardly dismissive of Victor's meddling, can't help but entertain the idea of rekindling her relationship with Kyle, especially if it aligns with Victor's wishes. Meanwhile, at Nate Hastings' apartment, a business meeting with Lily Winters and Devin Winters takes an unexpected turn when Damian Kane arrives with concerning news about Amy Lewis's hospitalization in Chicago. Nate's quick response to the situation and his offer to accompany Damian to Chicago highlight his commitment to family and his desire to bond with his brother. The trip presents an opportunity for Nate and Damian to strengthen their relationship, but it also leaves Lily and Devin to ponder the implications of Nate's growing connection with Damian. At Society, Holden Novak confronts Audra Charles about the mixed signals she's been sending him. Audra's admission that Nate was behind the text confirming their friendship adds another layer of intrigue to their relationship. Holden's determination to prove himself to Audra leads to a lunch date, during which he reminisces about their past and manages to make her laugh. However, the arrival of Lily and Devin casts a shadow over the light-hearted moment, as the underlying tensions between the characters come to the fore. Lily's suspicions about Holden and Damian's true intentions drive her to continue investigating, setting the stage for further revelations. As the characters navigate their personal and professional lives, the stakes continue to rise, with each decision and interaction carrying significant consequences. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint at escalating tensions between Claire and Summer, as Claire's patience with Summer's behavior wears thin. Claire's potential confrontation with Summer, marked by the cold words "Kyle doesn't want you anymore," could serve as a brutal reality check for Summer, forcing her to confront the truth about her relationship with Kyle. Claire's determination to protect her relationship and assert her place in Kyle's life sets the stage for a dramatic showdown, with both women vying for Kyle's affection and loyalty. In the midst of these personal dramas, Chance Chancellor's investigation into the kidnapping takes a significant turn. The discovery of a remote-controlled device at the clinic and the subsequent revelation that Alan Moran purchased the equipment at a nearby hardware store bring Chance closer to uncovering the truth. The security footage and potential paper trail provide crucial leads, but the implications of Alan's involvement are deeply unsettling. Chance's growing suspicion that Alan may actually be Martin Moran, assuming his twin brother's identity, adds a chilling dimension to the investigation. The possibility that Martin orchestrated the kidnapping as part of a twisted psychological experiment raises questions about his motives and his true intentions toward Tracy Abbott. As Chance pieces together the evidence, the urgency to protect Tracy becomes paramount. The revelation that Alan plans to take Tracy to Paris to explore wedding venues heightens the stakes, as Chance races against time to prevent a potential tragedy. The tension builds as Chance's investigation intersects with the personal lives of the characters, creating a sense of impending crisis. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Chance's efforts to uncover the truth will lead to dramatic confrontations and life-altering decisions, as the characters grapple with the consequences of their actions and the secrets that bind them. In conclusion, the March 18th episode of The Young and the Restless is a masterful blend of emotional drama, suspense, and intricate storytelling. The characters' struggles with love, loyalty, and betrayal are brought to life through compelling performances and nuanced writing. As the plotlines converge and the stakes escalate, the residents of Genoa City find themselves at a crossroads, forced to confront their pasts and make choices that will shape their futures. The episode sets the stage for further twists and turns, keeping viewers eagerly anticipating what's to come in the ever-evolving world of The Young and the Restless. In another part of town, Alan's mysterious behavior raises questions as Tracy discovers a strange text on his phone. His explanation about a possible hack seems plausible, but his reaction to her inquiries is unsettling. The tension between them is palpable as Alan tries to shift the focus back to their wedding plans. His suggestion of getting married in Paris is met with enthusiasm, but the underlying unease remains. Tracy's concern for Alan's well-being is evident, and she hopes that their love will help him navigate whatever is troubling him. As the characters in Genoa City continue to grapple with the aftermath of the kidnapping, their resilience and determination shine through. The bonds they share, whether as family, friends, or lovers, provide them with the strength to face the challenges ahead. The search for the truth continues, driven by a need for justice and closure. In the face of adversity, they find solace in each other and a renewed sense of purpose, determined to reclaim their lives and move forward.